Hey guys, it's Anita from Fat Anita's VSG channel. It's been a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks since I have posted a video. Sorry about that. It's just hectic and I don't have any really good excuses. We just are very busy. So let's get started. This will be my week 5, 6, and 7th update. And I will try to make sure for certain that next Monday that I get another video up for my 2-month post-op. My surgery was performed by Dr. Malapar in Huntsville, Alabama at Huntsville Hospital. My highest weight ever recorded was 237. My surgery weight was 213.4. My current weight at week 7, which is on 9/19, I weigh 186.7. Now, on week 5 and 6, both of those weeks, I weighed in at 191.2. So I had a little bit of a stall there. So my loss from my highest weight is 50.3. Yay, 50 pounds down. And since surgery, I've had a 26.7 pound loss. And since week 6, I've had a 4.5 pound loss. I was a little discouraged, but about that, I was hoping it would be more. But I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I'm losing. Everybody goes through little moments where they stall. I know that. So I'm trying to not let it bother me too bad. And I am a daily weigher most of the time. And I really don't let that affect me either, because I know from one day to another you could have bloat. But my main day that I focus on what my weight actually is on Mondays. Since I had my surgery on August the 1st, by the way, I meant to mention that, which was a Monday. So August 1st, 2016. Some of the things that I wanted to talk about in this video, and by the way, I'm sorry if you hear fans and a TV, but my son is watching cartoons and my air went out. And if anybody knows anything about Alabama, that is terrible. Fortunately, it's been in the 80s for the past couple of days, and we're not dying, and we will hopefully get that fixed today. So I have fans blowing everywhere in every room to try not to get hot. Let's go over the things that I wanted to talk about. I have told everyone that I know that I have had surgery. If they talk to me on a regular basis, they know this. It's not something that I mind anybody knowing. It just doesn't bother me. Everybody has their opinions. I know some people think that that's an easy way out, but they're not aware of really what they're talking about if they say that. So it just doesn't bother me. But one thing that I have found, and I always have had a problem with anybody that compliments me, I don't ever know what to say back. And I have gotten better about, instead of saying, oh, well, I've had weight loss surgery, or, oh, it's because blah, 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 I have just started to say thank you and move on from it. It makes me feel uncomfortable if someone compliments me, and I know that's not good, but that's just where I'm at with the compliments, and hopefully that will get better. The one thing that is bothering me is for some people who I work with, we work 12, so it may be that I don't see them for maybe a week or so, or a couple of days, but every single time they see me, well, how much now? Well, how much now? And I don't mind sharing how much I've lost, but sometimes, like when week 5 and 6 came along and I didn't have a loss that week, I don't want to share that necessarily every time, because then I think, oh, well, they'll say, well, she's already went and had this surgery and she's not even losing weight now. So that kind of bothers me, but I'm trying to not let that bother me or get to me a whole lot. And most people I know are just excited about the fact that I am doing this and that I've lost weight. So it doesn't bother me a whole lot. It just sometimes I think about, man, are they going to ask me forever how much now? I'm sure then it'll wear off. Also, again, I don't mind talking to, if my friends, family, coworkers, I don't mind talking about the weight loss surgery if they have legit questions, if they're curious about it. And I'm not just saying because they want to have it. If they're just curious, there's nothing about my weight loss surgery that I don't care to talk about. The good, the bad, the ugly. But that's the only thing I can say about that. I've started having, I was so proud of myself because I didn't have that, what people talk about, the regret phase. I didn't go through that. I didn't mourn any food. I didn't, once I decided I was having the surgery, I just knew that that meant it was a change and we were going to have to change, and that I had to make better decisions. And that's been fine up until this last little bit, which I think part of my not losing any week 5 and 6 was because it's supposed to be Shark Week. With me, I have the symptoms of Shark Week every month, but I may not actually have Shark Week show up. I just may feel that way for a week or so. So I've been struggling with that. And so with that, I've started going back into snacking a little bit more than I want to, and not making the best snack decisions when I eat. I haven't done anything super terrible, but this week, some of the things that I've noticed, I just probably really need to stay away from for a little while. We eat Mexican at my work when I work Saturdays, and I work with my friend. We always eat Mexican, which is fine. I've just changed what I eat. I used to only order beef fajitas because I don't like onions, and so I can order that without onions. But now I order chicken fajitas, and I usually can eat on it at least 2 or 3 times, and most of the time I eat it twice and give the rest to my friend or leave it here for my family to eat on. But I had been doing really well with, if I got Mexican, I would just take a little bit of cheese and drizzle it on the meat that I was eating. Well, then I decided, well, 1 chip wouldn't hurt, so I ate 1 chip. So then the last time I ate 4 or 5 chips. And then my husband ordered, and I ate 4 or 5 chips, and then the next day I ate 4 or 5 more chips. So that's the kind of pattern that I don't want to get back into. So maybe I'm just going to have to kind of figure out until I'm better with that. Which I know 4 or 5 chips is still not probably that bad, but right now I just don't want to get back in the habit of going, oh, well, that's not that bad, when I could really make a better choice about what I'm eating. I don't eat the rice that comes with it. I only eat the meat and the beans and the peppers. And then, like I said, the cheese dip that goes with it, and sour cream. So that's not, I don't feel like it's super terrible, but it's just, it leads to other things. I've decided that pork rinds, even though they're high in protein, are not a good option for me, because I don't know if you've ever actually read the stats on the back of pork rinds, but a half of an ounce is 80 calories. Well, I could eat a half of a bag of pork rinds, and it says there's like 6 servings in there. Well, that's not necessarily a good option for me, because I don't feel like it fills me up as fast, and so I feel like I'm doing more of a snacking thing with that, and it's not necessarily the best option that I could pick. I'm not saying I'll never have them, but it's just not something that I'm going to keep in my house around for me to have. Also, yesterday I really got in the mood for chocolate, which yesterday wasn't necessarily the first day that I've wanted chocolate. It's just I decided 1 tiny piece of chocolate is not going to bother me. And there's another lady that I work with. She always has a little container of chocolate with her. And so I went and I got one of the mini dark Kit Kat bars, and I had that. A little while later, I got a mini Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, and I had that. And then somebody was selling those candy bars, fundraiser candy bars, so I got a dark chocolate one, and I ate one of the bars, broke one of the bars off of that, didn't eat the whole bar, and ate that. So that was 3 pieces of chocolate yesterday. So I got to go back to right now until I am till I have control over my head game, hunger stuff, and what I want, because I'm not craving anything right now. Sorry. But I don't want to get into because I feel like maybe it was just eating out of boredom. Stop.
Do we have any more chocolate bars?
No, we do not. I told you to play with your Legos and stuff. to go on with that, sorry about all that interruption, and I would edit it if I had gotten any better at these videos, and maybe I will figure it out, but more than likely you will see my son talking to me during this video, even though we had the discussion before. Wait till Mommy gets finished. Also, one of the good things is I have been going to the gym. It's not as regular as I would like for it to, because I do work 12s and I haven't quite figured out the best schedule for that. I may start trying to go and at least do a little bit of 30-minute cardio after work. I just hate to do that because then that's more time away from home. But I may have to do that just because it's kind of more difficult to get the gym thing down. But I am going at least 3 times a week usually. And I have attended 2 classes. The first class I attended was yoga. It went really well. There were times that I definitely had to just kind of sit because I was unable to do some of the things that they were doing. And I did have 2 older ladies who were definitely outdoing me in the yoga room, but I'm going to get there. And then I did a body combat class with my daughter, which was fun. But again, there was several times in there that I had to stop and take a breath and kind of catch back up. In the second class, I could see myself in the mirror moving around, and I haven't bought any smaller clothes right now, so they're bigger, and I could see stuff jiggling in the mirror. So that class kind of bothered me a little bit more, but I didn't let it get me down. And like I said, my daughter was with me, and we just had fun. And I plan on trying to attend more classes because I think it may help me with a routine a little bit better. I'm going to, at the end of this video, upload the pictures that I keep saying that I was going to upload. However, it will be the ones that my husband took of the first time, my daughter took the second ones, and that being said, the distance that between them are so off that I don't look like I have lost any weight in that first month, and I have, but since it's almost time to do the 2 months pictures, I'm just going to put up that picture, and that's just going to be the end of it. But I'm going to go ahead and close this video out, and I plan to see you guys next week. And thanks for all your support and comments and any of the people that have subscribed to me so far. Thanks. Bye-bye.